Hello students, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are good and I hope you all are enjoying your summer vacations as well. But simultaneously, make sure that you do complete your assignments as well as holidays homework and project, for which you have to keep on checking the school's website regularly. Okay, so students, as you all know that we have already completed our poem number 3, the alarm clock, in the recent videos, right? But in today's video lesson, we will be doing the revision of this poem by discussing some important elements from the poem. So without any delay, let's begin. So students, I expect that you have already understood the poem well, isn't it? We have discussed all the important elements about the poem, that what exactly happened in the poem. There was a young boy who was very much irritated with this alarm clock. And why he was irritated? Because this alarm clock keep on reminding him about the pending work, right? About the work which this boy has to do and the routine, the schedule of this boy which he has to follow. So basically this alarm clock was playing the role of a parent, like he was giving him guidelines, he was telling him that you have to follow a proper routine, and by this the boy was very much irritated. He was very angry on this alarm clock. He literally hated the tick-tock, right, the sound of that alarm clock and the tring of that alarm clock. So he wanted to throw that alarm clock away. In the first 4 stanzas of the poem, we have noticed that the boy was showing his hatred, right? His disliking towards this alarm clock. But what we have observed in the 5th stanza, in the last stanza, we have observed that this boy suddenly started liking this alarm clock. And what was the reason? As I have already discussed in the previous video, the reason was that this is the same alarm clock, right, which shows him that now it's 4 and it is the time for play, right? So that is why this boy started liking this alarm clock towards the end. Now students, one very important thing, as we have all understood the poem, now comes the important point, that what are the elements in the poem. So we need to understand the literary devices. Now literary devices, what are literary devices? Literary devices are those devices which are used by the poet to enhance the beauty of the poem, right? So we need to understand here that what exactly the poet has used to beautify the poem. Okay, so let's understand that what literary devices were used in this poem. Okay, now see, when we are talking about the literary devices, number 1 in the poem which we have is personification. Students, I hope that you already know about personification, as we have already discussed about it in the first poem. Remember the very first poem which we have already done? So personification is that literary device which is used to show that non-living things also contains human-like qualities. Okay, personification means we are comparing the things from person. Personification. Okay, so in the very first letter, what do we see? Person. Okay, personification. So those type of things which are containing human-like quality. Okay, so here in the poem we see that although this alarm clock is a non-living thing, right, but this boy was giving him the quality of humans. He says it wakes me up. So who wakes you up? Basically in our family, our parents used to wake up, right? And here in the poem we see that this alarm clock is playing the role of a parent, right? It wakes him up, it wakes this boy up. So that is why we can say that he is comparing this alarm clock to the humans. He is giving a humane touch to this non-living thing. That is why we can say that in the poem alarm clock, this clock was having the quality like humans, right? So that is why personification is being used in the poem. One thing. Okay, secondly, he says it forces me away from toys heap. It means it is forcing this boy to get away from the toy and concentrate towards his book, right? So that means again he is showing that he was binding him in some strict routine, in schedule, like a parent. So that is why we can say that in the poem the element which is used is personification. Understood this point? Now let's move to the second point. Now the second element which we have is alliteration. So what is there in the poetry? In the poetry, when we have this literary device alliteration, it means the repetition of the same sound. Okay, so for example, we have this one from the poem Tick Tock, right? So can you see here the tick also starts from T and the talk also starts from T. So tick tock, repetition of the same initials, so that is alliteration. Okay, let's find another one from the poem. The another one is time trap. Can you see the repetition? Time trap. So here also T, time, and trap, T, right? Again we see repetition of the alphabet T, right? So when we have the repetition of this sound, that element is known as alliteration. So we can say that in the poem Alarm Clock, we have two literary devices. Okay, so the one is personification and the other one is alliteration. Okay, clear till here? Now students, the most important thing in any poem is, the literary device of the poem, right? That what elements were used in the poem by poet to beautify it, then rhyming words, rhyme scheme of the poem, right? Title, the background, the theme of the poem. So all these things together makes the poem perfect, right? So we need to understand the base of the poem. Now let's see the rhyming words from first, second stanzas, so that rest of the stanzas you have to find out. Okay, let's see. Now let's see the rhyming words from the first stanza. Okay, so to check the rhyming words from the first stanza, we need to check the last word, okay, of each line. So let's see the last word of each line. Number one is clock. So can you see clock, and then in second line we have tick tock. So here clock and talk, they both are rhyming with each other, right? So we have clock, talk, one rhyming pair. Then we have to see in the third line daily, and in the fourth line totally. So here daily and totally, they both are rhyming, so we can say the second pair of rhyming word. So we have two pairs of rhyming words in the first stanza. First one we have clock and talk, and the second one we have daily and totally. Okay, is this clear? Now let's see the second stanza. In second stanza we have so, and the second word is more. So can you see so and more, right? First pair, and the other pair is sleep heap. So this is the second pair. We can say so more, although it's not rhyming in that way, but in the third and fourth they are totally rhyming with each other, right? So the moment we are changing the sound of the rhyming word, obviously rhyme scheme will definitely change. Okay, if we have the same sound, it would be AA, but if there is some difference in the sound, if there is some change, so that will change into A, B, right? Are you understanding this? So basically you need to check that whether the sound is coming same or not. So for this, sleep and heap, so we can say this is the second pair of rhyming word, right? So students, we have discussed the rhyming words from first and second stanzas. Now you have to check the rhyme scheme of the next three stanzas. It's very easy. I hope you all can find it by yourself, right? So students, I hope that this much is clear to you all, right? Make sure that you will keep on practicing the back exercises from your book in order to understand the content well, right? And yes, if you face any query in that, you can mention me in the comment section. Now students, see, we are already giving you revision videos every week. So make sure that there would be online classes on every Saturday related to the revision videos, and you can ask your queries in those classes, right, related to assignments, related to holidays homework. So make sure that you do attend the online class every Saturday on WebEx, right? The schedule is already uploaded on website, so please go and check that. And if you still face any queries, please mention me in the comment section along with your name, class and section. So students, that's it for today. Now I'll meet you in the next video lesson. Till then, keep on learning, keep on practicing, be safe at your home, enjoy your vacations, but explore them as well, right? So make sure you do complete your assignments and you do the project and holidays homework in an innovative and creative way. So goodbye, take care, and yes, before going, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the videos with your friends and classmates. Goodbye.